Hello everyone, welcome back to our Unholy Horde playthrough on the channel. Now before we get started, I do just want to ask, if you have been enjoying the series and this channel, then consider hitting the subscribe button and maybe liking the video as well. That will help us grow as a community. And in the last episode, we decided that we were going to start dealing with Canterbury. We want to try to get these hops from them, and at the same time, once we get those hops, we can produce flavorful ale. Emma's still learning it, but it should be done by that point. And then we can sell that flavorful ale over to York, and this will give us a substantial boost to our economy, and that should give us the opportunity to actually start to build an army that we are going to need in order to take care of the Unholy Horde. They should be coming from over in this area. I think they usually take out this city first, and then they kind of look like they're going to get close to our city, but they'll end up actually probably moving north this way. I'm not exactly sure beyond that exactly what they will do. I'm not sure if they go and attack every single other city first, or if they eventually come for us. But yes, that is basically the plan now. Now, I was asked, what are we going to do with Harold? And I think right now, we are just basically going to try and increase his management skill. The second that he becomes of age, we will put him on some buildings to try to get him a little bit of experience. By that point, we should have a lot of buildings that Canute will have trouble dealing with all on his own anyways. And then from there, we will probably try to just make him very good at trade and intelligence. So he will be kind of a little bit of a mix between Canute and Emma. I don't think we're going to need another commander. By the time Canute is dying, we should be able to just hire a better commander if we want. I mean, not a better commander, but a decent enough one. We can just get one that's command skill 5, or by that point we can probably just find a lord that will be good at commanding. So we don't necessarily, even if we end up having Harold here as our king at some point, which I'm not sure if we will. We may be done with the series by the time Canute dies. But even if that were to happen, Harold would just have, he would just have a military leader at his side, and that would be kind of like his right-hand man. So at the moment, we just basically need Canute to do his little inspections. That's all he's really doing. Emma is studying, and actually, he has 5 more to get done. So if he gets these done today, then he can actually get back to working on the forge. And otherwise, we really need to wait for the trader so we can get paper, so we can start accruing those hops, because we don't want to. I don't really think in a village like this, where you have really really low fertility on everything. I don't think you want to grow anything other than rutabaga if you can actually help it, because it is just kind of a waste of your workforce, at least in my experience. It does seem like you really just throw workers at it and you really don't get a whole lot back. I would rather use our workforce to actually produce weapons, which will get us a lot of money, and then we can use the leftover on things like medical salves, flavorful ale, that sort of thing. These are a lot more valuable and should be able to get us the things that we need in the end anyways. So right now, it looks like there is a threat of vassalage. Canterbury is planning to annex London. We're not going to do anything about that. I mean, we couldn't, even if we wanted to. Why can't I click on London? Okay, there we go. We do have good relations with both, but Canterbury can just go ahead and take them over. They would have no problems with that. But we obviously don't want to even risk messing with our Canterbury relationship at the moment. So that is all of that. We are going to put Canute on this now, and hopefully he will go and inspect that soon. Now I'm just looking around, and it does look like most of the things that we need wood for have already been taken care of. Let's see, we are going to need it. I don't think we need these breweries upgraded yet. However, we will probably want to upgrade the coal furnace, and we don't have the tools for that yet, so we'll just cancel it for the moment. We will do that eventually, though. The only other thing we might need it for is more houses. We're going to have a little bit of time before we can create peasant houses, so we may just want to go ahead and place one of them now. Actually, I'll place 3, I suppose. And what we'll do is we'll just snooze these ones. And this one can get built right away. So that is another 30 wood. Leaves us with, in total, it'll be about 100 wood left over. So we can actually start to produce a little bit of coal now. And we're going to produce, let's say 50. Let's try to get to 50. And hopefully they will keep cutting down wood. The problem is this village in particular. Why isn't Emma doing anything? Okay, there we go. In particular, this village does not have a lot of trees. As you can see, they're kind of scattered. There's quite a bit of space in between each little tree, right? And as you can see, it already says 13% cut down. We're on day 4. I think usually you can get like 5% cut down after like 10 days or even more, so this is definitely a little bit substantial. And because of that, we are going to have trouble actually getting the wood, which is actually why I set both of our... Hey, that's funny. High Garden. I don't know if that's... Is that default? Or is it, like, randomized? High Garden, as some of you may know, is actually a place in Game of Thrones, so that is actually pretty funny. Now, Dragon's Rest and High Garden are actually sending us wood, and that is why I decided to do that, because I knew that this village would have trouble on wood, and we are going to absolutely need, we're going to need a solid income of lumber in order to get done what we need to get done, because we need coal, and we need coal in order to actually create all of our lovely weapons and things like that. So yes, that is the plan right now. Okay, so as you can see up here, we have actually already produced the maximum amount of moonshine. I didn't even realize this, but we are going to go ahead and increase the amount. We're just going to increase it substantially. There's nothing else we need rutabaga for at any point in the series. We're not going to likely produce meat either, so this is all we need it for, so I may as well just increase it even further than this just in case, just so we don't end up dealing with it later. Like I said, there's nothing else that we need it for, so... And we do get the trader. Okay, now unfortunately paper is at a premium right now, so what we're going to do, we're going to buy the 2 so that we can start this trade route. But that, I mean, that is crazy expensive. 96 just for 2 of them. Let's see. I don't even know. Is that even worth it? Let's take a look. So, hops we can get from them. Oh, it's not going to show us until we actually... Right. Okay, I guess we have to do it then. Alright, so grab these 2 papers. And we're just going to go see, well, is this worth it? I think this is pretty expensive. Oh, and we need 100 gold now. Of course we do. Okay, let's see, what can we even sell? I guess we could get rid of this heavy armor. It's going to be a long time before Harold can use it. I wanted to keep it, but... Okay, and the only other thing is maybe we could get rid of some rye, because we don't... how do we even have the mill book yet? Yes, we do. Okay, it's right here. That's right, you start out with it. So, yeah, I guess we could get rid of a little bit of it, just to make some money back. We do need money. And it's going to be a little while before we actually decide to study that book, so we'll do that. The only other things are anything that we have learned. Have we learned anything? I think we already learned temple, so we can get rid of that. Was there coal furnace? And I think that's it, right? Let's take a look really quick. Is there any other books that we already learned? It doesn't look like it. No, that seems to be it. Okay. So, we'll take one more look, just to see if there is any knowledge here that we want. And it looks like this is a pretty terrible set of books. Canaan Army could be good if we were going to hire bandits and things like that, or prisoners that were previously bandits. They will. Oh, actually, this is hold on. This is the peasant book, not the bandit one. But either way, you would get less of a fear of death thought from peasants being hired into the army, which is good if we didn't want to just hire mercenaries only, but isn't really something that we're going to worry about. Now, another thing we could do, we could buy a little bit of beer, because, of course, moonshine doesn't make people very happy, but I would rather keep this amount of gold for the moment. So what we're going to do, hopefully the next time that the trader shows up, paper will be a little cheaper. So what we're going to do, we're going to make this road that we previously talked about. We're just going to pretty much do just like this. Just simple roads. Nothing substantial. And we'll just wrap this one around. Oops, kind of did a little extra there. That's okay. We can fix that. Just like that. And now we will go... We don't even necessarily need the one going to Emma's house, really, but we'll just do it. And the next most important things, I think, is we do want them to be able to get down to this field. It's probably not even the best way to do that road. We could probably do something like this, just if we wanted to be OCD about it, and of course I am. So we'll also do this little road just like this, like that. Okay, that looks good enough. It's not the best, but this at least makes our people a little bit more efficient getting places. Something like that. Okay, I think that's good. Now, donate flour. I do think that having a good matriarch relation will be beneficial for the time being. The real question here is, so in order to start getting light armors, we would need 25. And shields is 15. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is we're not going to actually be needing the armor for a little while, but we may want to start getting shields early, just because those provide a solid chance of not dying, and they're a little easier to get. And I would rather keep the flour so that people aren't just depressed because they're eating rutabaga and then dying. So I think, even though we're using this to create moonshine, which is also important, I think this is the preference, is to donate rutabaga at this time. Now what I'm going to do, as you can see, we are down to just 19 beer. I don't want peasants drinking all of it, so we're going to go ahead and click do not sell on it. As far as the market goes, we should probably take off rutabaga eating now. Hopefully we can get to flour before too long. Actually, I think what we'll do is once Emma gets done with flavorful ale... Was there anything else that's super important? I do want to get the peasant houses, but I think we can wait. We probably want... we're going to want the herbalist in order to create the flavorful ale, but we're not yet there. We will probably just go with the rye field and mill right after she gets done with flavorful ale, so that we can get the mill done. We have still 50 rye. I would like to start making that into flour as soon as possible, so nobody's starving from not eating rutabaga, because I don't want to allow that and have people start dying. So we'll just... hopefully that will work out. Okay, so I haven't sent Emma to do it yet, and that's mainly because I just want to make sure we have enough money to actually be able to buy it. Otherwise, we're just wasting days on the trade route. So as you can see, it's going to be 57 per day to get 18. Oh, whoops. 18 in total hops. So we're going to probably wait until tomorrow, I suppose, because I don't think we would be able to withstand that trade route for very long before we're running out of money. So we're going to have to wait just a little bit, because what we can do, we can sell a little bit of this moonshine to the trader tomorrow night, assuming we actually get the trader. So that is probably going to be the plan, to try to just build up a little bit more capital first. Now, apparently this temple finally got done, which is good. We'll go ahead. This road, it looks like, should be perfect. Yeah, it looks like it's a little low. We'll see if people actually, they don't even walk along it. Okay, so that's not great. The best thing I can think is to try this. I don't know if they will actually use it like this, though. We'll just have to see. But at least we have a temple now. Everybody should be quite happy about that. And finally, the Unholy Horde has actually arrived, and they actually started right here with this little tiny little town. Cordoba. Cordoba has died. Rest in peace, Cordoba. You did your best, and we salute your service. Okay, so now we are up to 28 peasants, and unfortunately, that means we do have some unemployment. Now this will lower our migration if we do not fix it. What we could do, what I have been avoiding in the past is not using too many warehouses, because you don't really need the builders, but it actually, when you're having this issue where you don't really want to lose the migration, you would like to build up your city, because we are going to want a lot of people so that we can produce a lot of weapons. We could just lay down a warehouse just for the sake of you know, having extra jobs for people to do. We're going to get rid of that altar. We don't need it anymore. So we could do that. It would create more builders that aren't really going to do anything, but at least they will have a job technically. I assume that will work. So we're going to do it. It only costs 15. And what we'll do, because that's only going to be 3 jobs, I believe, we'll probably also want to create another rutabaga field as well. So we'll create that here, and that'll also be another 3, so that'll be 6 more jobs in total. And we'll build this one first. Now, additionally to that, Canute and Emma are doing a great job studying. We do want that flavorful ale to get done as soon as possible. He doesn't seem to really want to do inspections right now, so we're just going to have them spend time together. Just enjoy company. Oh, and that didn't last very long. That was the quickest hangout session of all time, and they're just back to their workaholics. That's what it is. They just love their work. Well, except Emma. I guess she's now praying with Harold. But close enough, right? Close enough. Okay, and it looks like Till has arrived, and that is going to be our priest, or yeah, whatever you call them. I think they're just called a priest, right? Bishop, whatever. Same difference. So we have our bishop now. We're going to need to have a house for him. Otherwise, he won't be very happy. So we're going to go ahead and create it. We'll just create it right here, and we're not even going to worry about a path or anything. He doesn't need that. Looks like we do have Zhivka, and she is intelligent. She could be good just to get through all of these books just a little bit faster. But how much is it going to cost to hire her? That is the question. 6 rings. That is not bad, actually. Yeah, it is. I forgot there is a discount on your first hire. So that's worth it, I think. Is that? I mean, we don't really need her for the management. She is a good teacher. Wow. She's actually better than Emma. That would be the main use, and then we could also use her in combat. So she may eventually just end up dying anyways. She's still quite young too, 27. That is not bad. We're gonna hire her. Oh, she is Tanea. That's okay. We're not xenophobic towards Tanea. We'll hire you. Welcome to our lovely home. There we go. Okay, Zhivka is now a part of things. Now, we'll put you on rye field and mill. You should learn that pretty quickly, I would think. And we'll put Canute on that warehouse, and we'll go and check out the trader's wares. So it looks like paper is still, unfortunately, at a price increase. So we're not going to buy that yet. Otherwise, we just will sell a little bit of moonshine, like I said. And there's probably nothing else really at the moment. We could sell a little bit more rye, but I would like to start keeping it now. 75 is a good amount to have. Didn't we get rid of the temple already? Did I get rid of a different book? I might have gotten rid of a different book. Oh no. Did I keep anything else? Or do I just keep getting free temple books? Did I get a temple book maybe from Zhivka? Is that possible? Did she just like have it on her inventory? I'm not even sure. I hope that's not... I hope I didn't get rid of a different book that we needed. Swords, axes... It looks like we have everything. Workshop. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look back at the footage. Maybe I sold temple and then got a free temple book somehow. Either way. Go back to the trader real quick. And they don't... Axe proficiency. That would be very good. I don't know if I want to get it now, but I also don't know if I want to wait for it to disappear. It's just that will get rid of a lot of our money. I don't think we can do it right now. I just don't think we have the money for it. Okay. I guess we just have to go with this. So what we're gonna do now, Emma, how are you doing? Should we wait for you to finish Flavorful Ale? We'll wait. It's fine. We'll just send you now to Canterbury. 500 gold, almost. So that should be enough to hold us off for the time being. Yes, we'll send you Emma. And let's see how tired and stuff you are. Pretty tired and everything, but you can sleep all day. It's fine. It's totally fine. And Canute, this weapon forge is actually taking him a long time. But at least we will have this trade route now, and I think that is probably where we are going to call it. So we have a new member of our family, Zhivka, or well, not a member of our family really, but we could grant them a title, but we need 25 relation. We could grant them a little bit of rings, and I think we're going to need to build another house too. Yes, just so that they are not so depressed. And we will go ahead and spend time Canute. Hopefully this doesn't cause them to end up having like an affair. That wouldn't be very good. But yeah, otherwise, we have Zhivka. We have a trade route on the way. We have our little city is now bustling. It's growing. We have 33 people. And everything is looking pretty good. The only thing, of course, is that we are once again low on money. But hopefully this improves as things go on. So I thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.